sail back in time to the early 1700s, when whispers of a fearsome pirate struck terror across the American coast. His name was Edward Teach, but the world remembers him as Blackbeard, known for his dark beard and flaming fuses tied under his hat. He was more than just a pirate. He was a legend of fear on the open sea. Let's uncover how Blackbeard became the most feared pirate in American waters. Blackbeard's reputation was carefully crafted. He knew fear was as powerful as cannon fire. With slow-burning fuses tucked into his beard, smoke surrounded his face in battle, giving him a devilish appearance. Sailors who saw him often surrendered without a fight. To them, Blackbeard wasn't just a man, he was a phantom of the sea. His legend grew with each ship that chose surrender over resistance. Born around 1680 in England, Edward Teach came to the New World during a time when piracy was thriving. After serving as a privateer, he turned to piracy in the Caribbean and American waters. His intelligence and ruthless ambition set him apart. While many pirates relied only on brute force, Blackbeard mastered psychological warfare. Using fear to win battles before they began, Blackbeard's flagship, Queen Anne's Revenge, was a former French slave ship he captured and outfitted with 40 cannons. It became the terror of the Atlantic, especially along the American colonies. With such firepower, he could blockade entire ports, cutting off trade and demanding tribute. In 1718, he famously blockaded Charleston, South Carolina, proving his dominance over colonial waters. The Charleston blockade became Blackbeard's boldest move. For nearly a week, no ship could enter or leave the harbor. Panic spread through the city as supplies dwindled. Finally, the town paid him a ransom of medicine and goods. Without firing a single shot, Blackbeard had humiliated one of the... Blackbeard wasn't just a brutal pirate, he was also a strategist. He often built alliances with other captains and commanded a fleet of ships. His leadership inspired loyalty, but his unpredictable temper inspired fear even among his crew. Stories say he once shot his own men to remind them that he was in charge. Whether myth or truth, such tales kept discipline on board. Life aboard Queen Anne's Revenge was harsh, yet pirates followed Blackbeard willingly. Why? Because he delivered wealth. In a world where sailors earned little and risked much, piracy offered riches and freedom. Blackbeard promised both, but he also demanded obedience. Under his flag, the line between opportunity and death was razor-thin, and every raid could be their last. Blackbeard's image was larger than life. He didn't always need violence to win. Many ships surrendered the moment they saw his flag, a dark skeleton holding a spear, symbolizing death. Fear was his greatest weapon, and it allowed him to take prizes with minimal bloodshed. For Blackbeard, terror was as profitable as treasure itself. Despite his ruthless legend, Blackbeard wasn't known for unnecessary killing. He used his fearsome reputation to avoid battles. Compared to other pirates, he spilled less blood, preferring intimidation over slaughter. Still, the thought of his arrival sent waves of dread through American merchants, who prayed their sails would never cross paths with his dark silhouette on the horizon. In 1718, the end of Queen Anne's Revenge came suddenly. The ship ran aground near North Carolina, leaving Blackbeard with fewer resources. Some believe this was intentional, an attempt to downsize and keep only his most loyal men. Stranded or not, Blackbeard was far from finished. He continued raiding with a smaller crew, keeping his legend alive. Colonial governors could no longer ignore him. Blackbeard's power threatened trade and royal authority. The governor of Virginia, Alexander Spotswood, made it his mission to end the pirates' reign. He secretly dispatched Lieutenant Robert Maynard and his men to hunt down Blackbeard. The stage was set for one of the most famous pirate battles in history. On November 22, 1718, Maynard's forces cornered Blackbeard near Ocracoke Island, North Carolina. Outnumbered but fearless, Blackbeard prepared for battle. Eyewitnesses claimed he drank rum and reloaded pistols while shouting curses at his enemies. With smoke, fire, and steel, Blackbeard fought like the monster he was rumored to be. The clash would decide his fate. The battle was brutal. Blackbeard's men fired their cannons first, tearing through Maynard's ships, but Maynard had a trick. He kept many of his men hidden below deck. When Blackbeard boarded, expecting an easy victory, dozens of armed soldiers stormed out. A bloody hand-to-hand fight erupted on deck, echoing across the waters of Oak. Blackbeard fought with incredible ferocity. Reports say he was shot 5 times and stabbed more than 20 before finally falling. Even then, he nearly killed Maynard himself in single combat. When he finally collapsed, his enemies struggled to believe he was truly dead. The man who had seemed immortal was finally defeated, but his legend had only begun. To prove his death, Maynard cut off Blackbeard's head and hung it from his ship's bow. It was a grim warning to any pirate who dared follow in his footsteps. Yet instead of erasing him, this gruesome act immortalized Blackbeard. His severed head became a symbol, spreading fear even after death, ensuring his story would echo through centuries. Legends say Blackbeard's headless body swam around his ship before sinking into the depths. Locals whispered that his ghost haunted the waters of North Carolina. Sailors reported strange lights on stormy nights, calling them Teach's lights. Whether true or not, the myth only grew, blending history and folklore into one chilling tale. Blackbeard's reign lasted barely 2 years, yet his impact was eternal. Few pirates became household names, but Blackbeard achieved legendary status. He embodied the fear, freedom, and chaos of the golden age of piracy. In American memory, he remains the ultimate outlaw of the sea, larger than life and forever untamed. Why did Blackbeard become so famous? His genius was showmanship. By crafting a terrifying image, he shaped his legend. Smoke in his beard, black flags, ruthless stories, each detail was part of his performance. He was both man and myth, and even today, centuries later, his name still carries the power to send a chill down the spine. The wreck of Queen Anne's Revenge was discovered in 1996, just off North Carolina's coast. Artifacts recovered from the site gave historians new insights into pirate life. From weapons to medical tools, the ship revealed a balance between brutality and survival. Each discovery adds another piece to the puzzle of who Blackbeard truly was. In modern times, Blackbeard has become a cultural icon. From novels and plays to Hollywood films, his image lives on, but behind the fiction lies a real man who terrified American waters. His story reminds us that sometimes history's most powerful figures are those who understand not just strength, but the art of fear itself. Blackbeard's legacy is a mixture of fact and legend, but one truth remains: he mastered the sea through fear and cunning. His short reign left a mark on America's coastline and its history. Even now, the thought of his smoking figure emerging from the mist reminds us why Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, remains the most feared pirate in American waters.